Welcome to Lwazie'sSpace, where we keep things real and authentic as possible. Today we are talking all things Real Housewives of Durban, Season 3, Episode 12. So, episode 12, it first starts with the girls. So they were on vacation, you guys, and they were still out and it was still planned. It was cute. They were at Pazula, if I'm not mistaken. That's the resorts that they went to, where the fight broke down and old wounds started, I don't know, oozing past or something. I don't want to sound so what you call it, so yucky, but the way things have been, I feel like most of the beefs that started from the beginning of the show, the ladies did not honestly get over them, and it got carried away each and every time when they fought or they had like their differences, and it was time for confrontation and for them to actually sit down and open up. Those old beefs, old matters always used to be brought up. Old conversations started to surface again, and it became really, really toxic. What I'm actually enjoying on this episode 12 is that I do see Ugutu Usane has dived in with the girls. I've seen her walking at the beach with Usurisha, and yeah, crew now. She's welcome, and I do see that the other guys are welcoming her more than the other group. I'm going to explain these groups that I'm talking about. Excuse me. So the group A, which is a majority, is definitely Surisha. It's Anne, it's Slee, it's Mbali, it's Maria, and yeah, this is the other group. Oh, and Sane. I'm not too sure with Usane. So this is group A. And then B, it's Jojo, it's her husband, and Nungu. These are the three. And then there's this other guy that popped up in the jacuzzi. I'm not really sure of his name. I will narrate to Figep with the jacuzzi situation. So that's the four of them. In that vacation that the girls went, these two groups spent more time with each other, which made it so clear, okay, clearly there is Grimbo A and Grimbo B, and it's really bad. Okay. So, first things first, the beef of Unungu saying stuff about Usli still did not sit well with other ladies. And I think what actually poured fuel into this whole fire is the fact that other ladies did welcome Usli and did give her a chance and actually got to know her better, and then concluded of a character ganungu. And Nungu feels like ego inviting Usli, it ruined the whole friendship and dynamic. The only person who's a diehard for Nungu is Jojo. The ladies, which is group A, the ladies actually do feel that Unungu and Jojo become this duo that is really untouchable, and you cannot reason with them when they are together because they are a tag team, and no matter what you say about the next person, these two just will not understand you. You have to be saying things that would sound good or be music in their ears in order for them to understand Ututin. If you talk about Tunungu with when Ujojo is not present, she will definitely stand up for her friend. That is very much admirable. But what I did not like is the fact that the girls, I mean, they came across as so like defensive in most of the times. I know, guys, it's really not nice having a group of girls and a majority busy up your nose. Like nje, every time you are being confronted about the type of person you are, you do find ukuthi omunye umuntu unama bad traits nje, unaleyo nto nje about them, and there's nothing they can change. I feel like the girls were supposed to be really forgiving, just like how they did with Sane. Sane came across as a harsh person. She came across as someone who spills people's businesses just like that and then leaves it like that without actually owning up and apologizing for it most of the time, not all the time. But the girls were really okay about it, and they started to accommodate her just the way she is. And I feel like that's what should have been the case for the Nangu and Slee saga. They should have left it, because honestly, it's not about them. And whatever Unungu might have said in Slee's absence, they shouldn't have just discussed it, because they were just adding fuel to this. And most of the beef, in my opinion, started because of this, because of their friendship and the way they've been acting around people with each other. It made the group divide. It actually brought up so much negativity, because yaqala lapho yafuela ya edega, and people started to choose sides. Most of them were forced to choose sides. What I actually appreciate about Annie this time around, because she was in Jenai, her Jojo were like this, no, in the previous season. But what I actually admire about her this time around is the fact that she gets to be laid back a bit and actually observe things and be able to take her own decisions, which is not something that the group does decide for her. I love the fact that she is able to keep her friendships and not actually go with what the other ladies are saying. Would say, oh no, this and that, so I'm going to do this and that. She actually went to Jojo Ngale behind other girls to confront her and tell her, Guti, listen, when you had walked in, I think it was episode 10, when Annie walked in the room, and Jojo was actually, she had sipped with her friend, right? She had two buckets filled with ice and champagne. The first champagne bottle was empty. The second was almost full, or half full, or whatever you call it, which means Jojo was the one who was drinking that, and she actually had one glass, if I'm not mistaken. And when Annie walked in, she had smelled the room, and it was full of the alcohol scent. It was just alcohol. She then wanted to ask Uguti, oh, were you drinking in here? She had to explain herself. Okay, George would say, no, my husband was here, he was drinking. The reason why I'm calling him my husband, guys, is because he is friends with Jojo, and I forget his name, Rian or something, yeah. So he was the one who's drinking. Definitely, if people are drinking, the room is going to be filled with the smell, obviously. I go and get adlule lab. Futhi, it's not, I do honestly do feel like it wasn't something anyone wanted to hold onto it, even though it might have been a jab. I think she just wanted us to know, no, she does sip here and there. Pelavele, they are ladies after all. You cannot be thrown out there to be the bad guy alone. There comes a time in grouping where you also want to bring up dirt about the other person. Good to know. Here it is, world nailo unama flopsake. I think that's what she was trying to do, but it was just for that scene. It wasn't something efungutu tanisha image ya Jojo. Maybe Jojo felt like that, and she had all, trust me, she had all the right to be angry about it or what. But the manner in which she confronted Anne was out of line. So this is what happened. She did not confront Annie right there and there. Annie had to go back to her room, prepare for eat dinner. In the dinner table, that's where le beef had to surface again. Yo, Jojo, no, no, and what, yo, sorry, yo, Slee, no, no, Surisha now, sebe. Then, and sorry, and does confront Ujojo Njalo confronts and Guti, listen, I actually did not like that. The fact that you accusing me of drinking, of being what alcoholic, something like that. somewhere on the in those lines, you guys. I don't know, I can't say it verbatim, but nje wakhuluma ke ugel. So Anne had to defend herself and say, wow, I actually didn't think it was such a big deal. I mean, I walked in jokingly, futhi ngiyihlekela, telling you, ukuthi, wow, kwazi ukutshwala, what are you drinking? And then she took it like that to get okay. Shooty, it was a major thing. The way ending it's like she threw her under the bus in front of people, which was really crazy because it was just the two of them. Never mind Asike, the viewer as well. We were there. But it was just the two of them. She could have confronted her, would say, hey, friend, please, you know I don't drink. Do not throw those jabs or whatnot. She took it to a whole nother level. I think she was just mad on her friend's behalf. She started lashing stuff. It was just a whole mess. Okay, I don't want to talk about that drama again because we've gone past that. I don't want to go back and resurface fields and go to oh this and that. I am based on episode 12 mina. I get okay libe hambe beye picnic, right? Group A, the girls, the majority, they go on a picnic. They have so much fun. It's so cool. They start talking, would say this da 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 da. So the girls this other day, this is what they told me. Mina, I'm now getting like feels, would say, now whoever from group A waminglisha nala babangapa, they always feel the need to come back and tell the girls, Guti, what was the conversation and who said what and who said what. I feel that's really petty and high school-ish. So I honestly don't think as women, as old ladies, if we are going to decide to meet, because in this instant, it was Maria. Maria invited Jojo on a yacht. It was just a cruise, laid back, chilled day. So they go, and then Ojojoge Afige, she honored the invitation, right? She gets there and decides to bring up Indabaganunku, which I honestly don't think it was such a good idea. If you've got some opinions that you would need to say, I think it would have been better if she had invited Unongo instead. I think Maria wanted to just change a thought process here, Jojo, or make her see the different side of Unongo, which I honestly do feel good. It was none of her ish, but okay. She then tried to knock some sense, I guess, on Ujojo, telling her, no, this is what you should have done. Not that it's what she should have done, sorry. She tells her, you seen the way Unungu reacts, and Nungu is not your friend. She doesn't have your best interest at heart. She's this type of person. I actually feel like this about her. I feel this way, blah 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 blah. So Jojo had to stop it right there, which I do feel that's what friends do, right? No matter how much of a shitty friend you can be or can be portrayed, but you don't go out and then call me to tell me trash about my friend and then expect me to sit down and watch the show. That's not how it's done. I actually admire what Jojo has done. That's not me condoning what Tunungu has been doing lately this season. Her attitude sometimes I do not agree with. Okay, get fine, Nick. Jojo decides to leave. She threw jabs at Maria. She tells her about her lips. We all know Maria has done some work on her face, especially the lip area. So she tells her, Guti, how about the lips and then whatnot. So you could see Guti, ouch, that was a punch. And Maria was feeling a certain way. But again, okay, you know how Jojo is. She started blabbing and having a verbal diarrhea. Out she went, and she was so done with this whole conversation. And then Maria took it upon herself to go and tell the ladies good picnic, which I honestly do feel it wasn't her place. I don't know what she was trying to stir. She was just trying to stir up problems. You're not going to tell me, oh, so I went and I actually confronted 1, 2, and 3. I understand it's a show and ladies do gossip. They were trying to put that out there. But It's you that invited this person, and it's you that started a conversation to want to talk about someone behind their back. And then now you are now going to go tell people what I have said because you evoked my feelings. I just felt like that was a low blow from Maria. She is searching for trouble. And I so wish there was an episode 13, 14, 15, because I wanted to see how that's going to continue. Because okay, guys, so after that picnic, girls decided to go back to their hotel rooms, right? After getting hotel rooms, okay, they visited each other. Umbali, Evagashela, Osli. I feel like Umbali does want to have those one-to-one type of sessions with the ladies, but what puts her off almost all the time, this happened with Usane as well in that monkey land jungle thingy, when they got the time to actually be in to talk and didn't know each other more. Oh, Sane just threw in the question and started asking her about her man, which you can see which she's not comfortable with. She's not even comfortable talking about. Yes, when she came to the show, she introduced herself as an engaged woman who is soon to be married, head over heels in love, dun dun dun. And so the girls always just like to poke and ask, so when is the date? Dun, dun, dun. She doesn't want to talk about it. She always likes to just reverse the question and then ask the next person who's when. The girls, when they came to the show, they never introduced Uguti, hey, there's a significant other. Obviously, the things you mentioned, we are definitely going to question you or for, because you decided to tell us and invite us in that world of yours. So again, never mind it. She was just not having it kuleyo episode. Leke iya 12 episode ahambe ke ava Sli avakashele Umbali. No, Umbali avakashele Sli rather. Sorry, I'm not good with names. So in she went in the room, she brought her a cheese platter, you know, those nice bougie snacks. So okay, and then she gets to the hotel. Umbali is already waiting for her with Ilokuzana with drinks and stuff. They start talking, and then the question is brought up again. So Sli asks Umbali, so when is the big day? Am I going to be a bridesmaid? Dun dun dun. And then she decides to leave. She didn't even stay for 5 minutes in that room. She was just so over it. I feel like she cannot address it to the ladies, so she prefers Wuti, you know what, let's just not talk about it. And that actually hinders her from having conversations and for us to know her and know what she likes and all about, because in Njalo they start poking that. I feel like she should have maybe clarified it to the ladies who say, hey, this topic is off limit. I do not like to talk about my relationship. Rather, let's talk about me and how I'm doing and how is my career doing. Mbali. She leaves Sli alone. Sli is left to have the cheese platter because Miss decided to leave and does not want to talk about it. Okay, fine, things were rosy. They decided to dismiss the conversation as ladies. Ahambe. And then it was the evening, which is the last supper. I call it the last supper because wow. Wow. When I say wow, Last Supper, the ladies had that classy vibe setting, you know, the vintagey, you get what I'm trying to say. Vibes, yes. So those hoity-toity kind of girls vibes, yes. Marilyn Monroe type of attires and situation. Girls decided to have the dinner, the last supper. When they got down, because now Usli was conducting this whole thing, okay? Girls, they had that dramatic entrance. You know how it is. Everybody needs to show swag. Everybody needs to be given a chance to have that outstanding entrance vibes. Okay, that's all happened, and then they sat down. Guess who was absent? It was Sane. For the first time, I'm like, wow, Usane had it. You know, if Usane decides, I've had it with you guys, it means you. Seriously, it's too much. It's too repetitive. It's just pettiness. Usane decided to not budge for that last supper. She did not come to the evening, the dinner party or whatever it was. The ladies were sitting down, and as a host, I think Osli took it upon herself to, you know, those breaking of ice type of speeches before everybody starts to dig in. And then she's like, okay, ladies, thank you for coming. Dun, dun, dun. You could see the looks. She invited the group A and the group B. Everybody had to sit down and be ladies and be pull themselves towards themselves just for those few minutes. So they sat down again. She's like, okay, ladies, I just want to know how's everybody feeling. Just as a host, that's what you do, Veli. You want to know ukuthi how are people doing before begoduke. You want to know ukuthi okay, si right. Mongeko right, I know ukuthi kwenzakaleni. I think she was just looking out for them. I don't think she really did care ukuthi how are the others doing. That goes to Jojo and Nogu. But again, she, as a good host, she gave everybody a chance to speak. Okay, they start with the husband. He does say, "It's okay. I'm not okay. I'm so exhausted. I feel wara." He starts to say that, and then it was just in the word of the night. Everybody is exhausted. They want to go home. They are emotionally tired. They are drained and whatnot. Okay, fine. And then problems start. You know, okay, when it comes to Jojo decides she doesn't want to speak. She had a problem with her voice, you guys. She lost her voice. And then Vele, she went in. That was just a good what to call it, a getaway strategy, that you know what, I'm not going to speak. I'm going to tell them that I lost my voice, therefore I will not be involved in any conversations. So okay, that's what she did. She's like, I can't speak and whatnot. Okay, fine. Go move on. Kifike kunonku. Obviously vele nje imudi in the table. Sure. It's cutthroat. Ahambe ke hambi athi kunonku. So this is what I feel I am not happy about. Yes, I am exhausted. Kwanjan. They start having a conversation with Umbali. Bali does tell her, listen, Nungu, I honestly did not appreciate what you had said about me, which is the Mabusi vibe that has been the thing, which none of them got to admit in front of each other. Uguti, listen, I honestly did say it or I did not say it. They left things hanging like that. So Umbali took it upon herself to apologize to Nungu about the fact that Walasha out the other day, she actually promised of pumping her and busting her face because she had said that Umbali gives her Mabusi vibes. She then had to explain Umbali, listen, the Mabusi vibes, the reason why I got annoyed is because you had been on Mabusi's nerves the last season. You guys had been trash talking her, insinuating that she carries Bombay bags, which is a Bombay bags, guys. We call it a bomb. A bomb is when you buy something that is Hong Kong that is not that is not original. So that's what they have been accusing Umabusi last season. They've just accused her of just the wrong things. And so when Unongu had mentioned that she gives her Mabusi vibes, it then threw out some vibes. It's okay, it means mina shooting go fake. Or what does it mean? It means I am broke. It means I'm what? What are you saying? What are the Mabusi vibes? So she then tells her, they reconcile. Before I'm addressing a logo, they start hugging and having a moment. Meanwhile, the other girls in the room are so not feeling it. You could just see because everybody just wants to yawn right now. But again, they have to keep it cute because they are women, right? That's one thing. I honestly love, I'm a girl's girl, I've always said it, but I do not like to spend more time, more than 5 days, more than 2 days with women, especially the very same women. Oh my God, I cannot. I cannot, because really, always I know where there is a group of ladies, there is going to be trouble. Yes, love is there, but toxicity is within as well. It's just too much. You could say it's a cyclone. It gets calm sometimes in the middle and then it's storm around it. Drama, drama. I get okay. But reconcile, they hug it out and then they start exchanging cute messages to each other. Everything gets rosy and teary. They go back to their places because they've been sitting opposite each other on the table. So right when Unogo sits down, then Usli decides to address the situation. It's okay. Oh, before that, then Umbali says, remember, the reason why I decide to address this is because the reason why I believed Wutu you had actually did say that I give you Mabusi vibe is because you spoke about Osli, who is here in the table, Omena, in her absence. And this is what you had said. You had said that she borrows clothes, she borrows 3,000, she this and that. You know, Nje, when you just want to tarnish someone's name and the things that you don't tell to a regular friend or colleague about your best friend. So that's what Tunungu started doing. You're not going to tell me, Guti, you're going to meet me today. And then Mina, here I am telling you about my friend's business, not even any business. Everybody has the ups and downs. I feel like mhlambe leyo moment usli naye wayeshizila. Everybody wayeshizila, you guys. We all have our downs, and when we are down, we do expect our friends to be there for us, not to actually rejoice about it and actually say, whoa, I can't wait to actually go offload this to strangers out there that are about to be our friends. You don't do that. You are not a good friend for doing that, honestly. So again, I ashoge gusli amchel. After saying that, and then Usli starts getting emotional because now, as much as these two are reconciling and actually hashing out all the bad moods and stuff, her name is being brought up, and then guess what? It's still trashing her name in the name of we are reconciling. Still, Unugu has not stood up and said, listen, I do apologize for saying 1, 2, and 3 about you, regardless whether it is true or not. As a friend, you do not do that. Okay, fine. After crying, she then confronts Unongu and then asks, hey, have I ever borrowed anything from you? Why are you saying I borrow your clothes, I borrow money from you? Why are you doing that? I've had it with you. This whole season, your aim was to come and tarnish my name and mop with my dignity, basically. So, and then again, what Nogo does says, Vele, that's what you do. I know you have done it to so and so. So now you are seeing this thing. Mostly, it was as if Unungu, it was if Usli is borrowing from Nungu. Kanti qiniso meliphuma, uNungu is mad because Usli is borrowing from another person. It's not even herself. It was not even her indaba to start spreading. She wanted to just go and canvas and go to, I don't know what, gain something about Osli or whatnot, or if friendship yake ikhule ngegama lastly, I honestly don't know. It was such a low blow, you guys. I love Nongo so much. I love the fact that she's honest half the time with how she feels. She is real with herself, not the other ladies, because the way she's been acting this season, I actually don't like the side of her. I do not agree with half the things that she's been doing, especially to her bestie and neighbor. And then Nusli gets up, pushes all the food, all the starters, soups, and they fall. Hey guys, I'm laughing because you can't cry, but the way it has been going on, she pushes stuff out, she stands up, and then off she storms to Nunku. She's like, you know what? I have had it with you, Wena. And you know, when a lady starts to speak her mother tongue and walk towards you, you just know it's about to go down. She goes and honestly, guys, I always say if you are a lady, you are not supposed to get up and want to bash someone. Whatever that may be said about you, you are supposed to have emotional intelligence and control yourself and calm yourself and have like a cordial, not even a cordial, and be diplomatic about things. Confront each other, talk it out instead of fighting. It was the first time where I guys, I'm so guilty of it. I honestly don't condone any of the bashations. But for the first time I was like, yo, she deserves it. Girl, go get it. Go pump it. I was like, go. You have to go. Hey, bro, honestly, guys, whether it's true or not, I do not understand why would you, especially those type of ladies. She's now going to come across as someone who's needy, who needed this gig because wow, her finances were you can't do that. Even if we decide it's okay, friend, the way ngibroke ngayo awungifake kwigig yakho, it's fine ke ngifake kwigig. Hayi ukuthi uze la uzobatshela ukuthi kube njani, ubatshelela ukuthi kube njani, noma sekuthiwa ngiswelile ngazocela usawoti. It's not for you to then come and tell our new friends uthi, hey, by the way, this one ayaceli. Hayi ebengaceli na wena. I honestly did not understand that. Because phela sabantu thina abamnyama wes, I was going to understand it if it was someone ongayazi leyo nto ukuthi, oh my god, I don't know that, but uNuku does not come across to me as someone ongamazi omunye umuntu. She does. It was just a low blow from her side. Siyazi ukuthi uma ungabe uswela uyaswela, hayibo kuyaswela emhlabeni. Hayibo, I guess Lena, she had enough of it. We didn't even get the chance to know whether this is real or this is not, but in the way things were, they wanted to get physical with it. Yabonje, security had to be called, girls were separated, they didn't get to eat. Velege, it's a norm. With these ladies, half the time, konongali. It's either half will leave, one will go, or dinner will be just a mess and people will lose appetite. I don't recall one dinner where everybody had from starters to desserts. Honestly, food was wasted this season. It was wasted. I'm laughing because, guys, you cannot cry about everything. Sometimes you just have to laugh, but it was just hectic. It was really hectic and people were just on their field. If that was acting, guys, they deserve an Emmy. Grammy. Because some people will say, okay, the show is not real, what. Hey, they deserve an Emmy or Grammy. I don't know what it is. Never mind. They got separated. And then on the diary sessions, which I enjoy most, Usarisha had then something to say, which is interesting, which is homework, which we are all crossing fingers and hoping, oh my God, can they release the reunion? Because we want to know. the receipts. The way we are now, even if honestly, I mean, I did not care because I don't know their friendship. I don't know the bad side ka nonku. I don't know bad side ka Slee. This time around Slee, uyiveze njengomngane oqotho kumina. Then unonku hlampe unonku uqotho, you guys, because I've seen her in the previous seasons and she was my favorite. So this time around ngibe nokudineka nje okuncane, not ukuthi I'm hating on her, no. So angeke uze wazi, honestly, with the two, you don't know. Athi-ke uSorisha, I have receipts as well. I don't understand why Sorisha is owing, Slee is owing so much, Bantu borrowing stuff. I know debts that Sunungu has not paid till today. There are so many people that she hasn't paid and people that she has been asking money from, which is something I've always known but never decided to bring up. I find it really unfair for her to bring it. So, Uma Sorisuri has receipts that she has been sitting on top of and being a friend, which we are now rooting for her to come and bring it, because fanele kokelege. I mean, if you're gonna throw a trash nangapa as limousine, because it wasn't Noku's business, the fact that Susli is borrowing from whoever that bleep friend of theirs. Nanguge no Sorishage, it's none of her business, but because it's Lee and Lee is her ally, she will bring it, and we cannot wait. We shall see. It's just so toxic, you guys. It's toxic. I've never I know it's the culture yama housewives ukuthi they break up, they make up, they bring out trash and all that, but I honestly, when looking at it and really thinking it as in like my daily life, I think they go through a lot. Labayana ngege, they go through a lot to have someone who's already collecting your stories because they want to come and tarnish you and then have you on blast, and then cameras will start rolling and they'll be waiting for answers. It's okay, pendula pen. They work hard for money. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. They work hard for money. It's just too much for me. But I love them regardless. Each and every one of them has brought it this time around. Each and every one of them did grow in a way. Like for all of them, I'm so gonna miss them. I just do hope that they come back next season. I did see their lives away from the show, guys. They do have social medias, right? I did hear rumors that everything is alleged that Jojo will not be returning, which we don't know. She has been really angry this season. I don't know whether it was just her trying to show us to know Nami, I'm a person, yabaname emotion, and guess what? I storm like this Ming Dini. I don't know. I am not a doctor to then say, hi Lord, she needs counseling or what guys is so you never know. As well as Lokozan. Who's this lady? As well as Usane, she said that she's not going to be coming back. So we don't know. She might have been joking on her live. You just never know. I just wish they do come back. And this time around, can they have another beef? As for Sorisha, I appreciate the fact that this time around she did not dilly-dally around confrontations. She was very straightforward with, this is who I'm going with, and guess what, this one is my ally and you are my enemy, and this is who I'm choosing. I feel like you are wrong, I feel like you are right. As much as she kept her composure and her mature persona, she's very mature, I won't lie. She does hold back at times, but at times if she wants to. And I appreciate the fact that she's opening up, man. She's being herself at the end of the day. That goes for N came out to be very soft this time around, which is something I liked. I got to see her soft side more than inside Ellie. Nongu, her love life, the blooming love life, beautiful RD of hers. I'm not going to talk about stuff that has been said outside the show because there's so many things, you guys, but hope she's fine. It was really cute to see her being pampered on the show and to have a guy who is your butler slash lover slash forever yena because she had her forever yena. Honestly, when she came with each chopper and the guy had to carry her luggage, give her that kiss and hug, and then you could just see she's being babied. That was cute to see Isaid like Jolo, as well as the other ladies. I'm happy for Slee. I do hope Slee comes back because in the honestly, seriously, sonke siyababrook. And if it's true, I don't even know whether it's true or not. She shouldn't feel like it was tarnishing her name. In fact, Nje, she is human. She's real like every one of us. We all have our lows and highs. This life is a roller coaster, honey. So I hope she does come back to the show. She has a lot to offer, man. Her fashion is on point. I like her. I like her hairdos. I like the way she does her makeup, her really calm voice. But if you come for me type of personality, I love her shape. As for Usane, Sane got to open up. You can just see, I honestly do feel like Usane is the youngest from this group. Hence why she's a troublemaker. She is the youngest from this group. She came across as the youngest to me. And from this group, she's you honestly, she is a firecracker. But all right, shame. I do hope she does come back next time around. And this time, I just hope she comes back with receipts that are validated, and she mustn't take stuff to the to level hundreds from level 0. She must just tease us with info this time around, not to leave us with our jaws on the floor. What else? So that was episode 12 for me. I enjoyed it. The girls were beautiful. As for Maria did open up. As the show progressed, she started opening up. She spoke, she got involved in drama, but I feel like she was getting teased a lot about her face. And for the girls to actually mention words like botched and stuff, that was such a low blow. I feel like indeed this time around, the ladies did not have filter. They were not ladies half the time. They were so vulgar. They were so trashy at times, behavior-wise, not as themselves, but the way they behaved, it was very ratchet in a way. It gave me ratchet vibes. As much as you don't like my face, you cannot go to a point where you tell me, go botch go bani, I should go to this and that. Now you don't do that. Body shaming is a no-no. Well, it was them throwing jabs, so it is what it is. I can't wait for the reunion, for the receipts, and for people to answer, and for Sane to actually see herself saying that she Annie worked her way up using her body. So we shall see ukuthi uzophendula thini kulezi zinto ezisho mase ayayiphika, because wow. As for Unonku, always bringing up God. I hope she learns from that. Don't do it. But it's common. Mothers always do that, you guys. They will bring up the God card when they are trapped in situations where they don't want to just say, you know what, I admit. They will say, God. She's a typical mother. Okay, well, that's it for now. Do have a great day. I appreciate you. Bye.